welcome to another recap of Big Brother 14. There's 1 week left. Oh no! Can you believe it? We're almost at the end of the season already. It seems to have flown by, yet drag. Alright, so Julie checks in with the house, and they really were quite surprised. Shane didn't have any pants on. I'm sure they knew this was coming. They didn't know exactly when. So she's basically like, get ready pigs, somebody's going home, so fox it up a little bit. We got an audience out here. Alright, but first, let's talk about what happened previously. Jen and Shane are on the block, they've been nominated, and Jen is pissed at Dan because she's noticing a trend here. Dan's still in the house. He keeps dodging all these bullets, yet survives. What's going on? Alright, so it's time for the POV, and it was set up in the backyard, and basically it was like 2 platforms per house guest, and they had to swing back and forth between the 2 platforms, and on one side was a button that they had to keep pressing. It was very Lost-esque. They had to press it like every 20 seconds to keep the magnet activated on the puzzle board, otherwise the puzzle pieces that they were working on vertically would fall down, and if they didn't activate it, if they let it go too long, then they would disqualify themselves. Alright, so Ian had a bad strategy. He sucked. His timing really sucked. And not only did his puzzle pieces continuously keep falling off, he waited too long and he self-eliminated. He let his clock run out. So he was the only one who was disqualified. But Dan was kind of pissed at him because he was helping Shane. And in turn, Shane won the power of veto, which makes Dan very nervous because he could go up. So also attached with this competition was a luxury prize. And nobody knew what it was, but Shane knew that he got to pick one person to go with him, and he picked Danielle. I'm a little surprised he didn't pick Ian, but I'm not really that surprised that he picked Danielle. Because he's got this, like, off-again, on-again, fake, cover-up relationship beard with Danielle. Alright, so they go by limo, and I was very surprised that they were not blindfolded, but they're going to meet the Fierce Five on their first date, possibly. Anyway, the whole thing when they met them was really quite awkward. They were like, first of all, I don't think they exactly knew what to ask them, but they were like, when did you start tumbling? 2, 3, she was really old, 6, and then I was waiting for somebody to say, I was a fetus. Pretty much. Have you seen the show? Yeah. Have they really? I don't know. Who's your favorite? You. Did you see the way Michaela said that? She was like, you. It was very stalkerish. It put Danielle to shame. It made Danielle look like not a stalker. It's really weird. And then everybody reenacted the old Michaela not impressed face. Alright, so Danielle had a great time. This was like a day from heaven for her. I mean, she got a kiss, she got to lay on Shane, she got to be away from all the prying eyes of the house with her man. No one gets between me and my man, except the rest of the house. They came home with boxes of cereal. It was really, it's quite exciting. It's like you want to save those boxes of cereal, but then there's cereal in there, so you don't really want to save it because it's never something that you're going to eat. And who knows what could happen to the cereal in there. It could probably explode or something. Alright, so Dan has to be all creepy and be like, Danielle, I missed you. It's just not the same without you here. Dan, that was extremely creepy. She doesn't want you to say that to her anyway. You're like, it's like pineapples and bananas. You're all pineapple when all Danielle really wants is a banana. She's not going to get it from you. So it's POV meeting time, and Shane ends up using the POV on himself. Duh. Gotta be really stupid if you didn't think he was going to use it on himself. So Ian nominates Danielle. I was really surprised he didn't nominate Dan. That was kind of stupid. The reasoning he gave was no couples. You can't leave a couple in the house. So it's time for the pleadings because, my goodness, where has the time gone, Julie? It's time for that live eviction that was pre-taped. So Jen is like, yeah, everyone's great. My time is up. And Danny's like, everyone's great. Love you all. So they obviously know that one of them is going. I want to know how long they gave them to get ready because it looks like they foxed themselves up quite a bit. I'm thinking it was several hours. Anyway, let's have the vote, Julie. Shantwi, Jen is out by a vote of 2-0. And her advice for the house, keep it classy. From the girl with 1 million tattoos, several tens of piercings, and a patch of red hair right here. Classy. Alright, so little interview with Julie, little pre-interview, and he regrets saving Dan. And I was surprised to hear her say no. Are you insane? And then she pulled out of the bag, if you can't beat him, join him kind of mentality, strategy. And I'm thinking, if you can't beat him, friggin' vote his ass out. Don't save him off the block. That was dumb. Alright, so Julie pulls a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of her butt because Jen's hungry. She's only been eating slop for like ever. So she gulps it down. It looked pretty good. I'm a big fan of peanut butter and jelly. Even if I wasn't on slop, I probably would have ate it out of Julie's butt. So it's time for the HOH competition, and yeah, it's called photographic memory. I guess they got some pictures in the house in the last couple days that they got to study, and the questions were all based on the photos that were in the house. And there's 7 questions. Whoever gets the most points out of those 7 questions, 7 rounds of questions, wins. So it was really pretty close. I was surprised because I didn't think Shane would do so well, or Danielle for that matter. It was a tiebreaker. It had to be a tiebreaker between Dan and Danny. And Danny won because she didn't overbid like Dan did. He was probably closer, but you know the rules. The Price is Right rules. Don't go over, otherwise you're out. So who's she going to nominate? Who cares? It doesn't matter. What really matters this week is the POV. And that is going to be tomorrow. So kids, don't bite all your nails off overnight. Check in with Maddie tonight for the spoiler, and we will reconvene here in 24 hours, just like the Olympics will reconvene in 4 years. You only have to wait a day, though. So I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, much love.